Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi and welcome. Welcome to your weekend. Welcome to your Friday evening. I hope you've had a smooth week wherever you are currently. Over here, as you can no doubt tell, I've been thoroughly sucked into Disco Elysium, so I'm looking forward to some more this evening. 1 second. This little pickle behind me is quite grubby, so before bed this evening I need to give her a good wipe down. But she's fine, she's back from her walkies and she's had some fishy dinner, so she's happy. Yeah, she's all good. Right, hang on. Just turning down the music a little bit for the start. Yes, so before I do anything, please know that I'm working on SWAT 4/Ready or Not Bullshittery. It is the end of week number 4. I was hoping to deliver the video today, but I've got way too many issues remaining. This morning I had, I think, around 100. Is that true? I can't remember. Probably less than that. I had about 100 issues or so to work through, and I've now whittled that down to 60. So I'm, doing the best I can, sort of chipping through, each of the issues one by one. There's still a few scenes that aren't edited, there's still a few big things that I've left till last, so there's lots of little things, and then there's lots of, there's some really big things that I need to sit down and, spend 5 hours or something just editing some really complex scene. Yeah. Right. Well, thank you for saying so, Howdy. Howdill, even. Yes, well, hopefully, I'm at least providing a decent presentation of Disco Elysium. But for everyone else's benefit, what is Disco Elysium? Because there will be people who just don't know what's going on. The game has a strange name, but it's essentially a crime detective RPG where you're investigating a murder, and as you investigate the murder, mechanically the game has an extremely strong emphasis on conversations and roles that you can take in those conversations based on facets of your brain. So think of it like think of your character as if they've got schizophrenia. They don't, but it's like your logic brain will speak and say his cigarette, that's his 5th one today, because you can tell because of something, and then drama will say you should lie at this point, it'll be funny or something, or you've got your brain that's chipping in and giving you advice as you go. So as a result, it's rather fascinating. The world itself is also really unique. It's been a long time since I've played something. Yeah, but it's rich. I keep calling it rich. You'll see why in a minute. Well, in fact, we'll just drop straight into the game. Here we go. Right. So as we're trying to solve a murder, we're going around having conversations. So here we go. So we're having conversations with people in this fictional setting. We're in a city called Revachol. Revachol is sort of analogous to, say, Berlin. So think of Berlin. It was once the capital city of a great big, insular-spanning empire. So, I don't know if it's the entire Isola, but like a large empire. And then there was a revolution. So an absolute monarchy was overthrown by a communist uprising, which resulted in a shit ton of death and suffering and pain, but also disco music. Hooray! But yes, so essentially, you're going through the remnants of this city that is now under military occupation post-communist revolution by a foreign power called the Coalition, and we are essentially we're a militia. We're not technically real police. We're a militia force. This is Kim. I don't know my name because I've lost my memories. But yes, we're a militia force that are trying to essentially. Sounds crap, but we're almost like volunteers. We're almost like we're very disempowered. The real power is with the occupying force. Yeah. Not all of Revachol is terrible as Martinez, the quarter you're in right now. Indeed, yes. We're in the district that's fallen between the cracks and oh my god, hang on. Smelly. Ludu's farting up a storm. Sorry, pardon me. So we're in we're in the district that's fallen between the jurisdictional cracks, but nevertheless, even if this is the bad district, the game is as dark as Fallout. And by that I mean the original Fallout. And it's dark in a very subtle way. Every time we have a conversation with someone, it doesn't take much to scratch off the surface to discover like some of the forces that are at work, some of the political or economic forces that are at work here in Revachol and beyond. And yeah, everything's really, really bleak. Everything's really bleak. I don't know if this is... It's almost like everyone's kind of getting what they want, but because what they want is shit, it's just making shit. For example, capitalism. Capitalism is generally a functional ? System, but if you take capitalism too far, you get extreme wealth inequality. You get in places where you get exploitation. You get exactly what's happening back here with the unions trying to fight for what we'll see what they're going to fight for in a minute, because this is going to be my first exposure to them. You've essentially got corporate control over an extremely weak government by the sounds of it. So no one's sort of looking after the needs of the citizenry. You get everything's just being like fucking shitty cheap trainers are being sold for 50 real or whatever just because they've got like the Found logo on the side. Just exploitation, up and down, exploitation. And none of the money gets flooded back here. Thank you, drunken Asian panda. Like, there's a whole city of... down the coast, sorry, there's a whole fucking city of skyscrapers and rich glamour. I don't know if that's part of Revachol, but, you know, it's all being funneled away to isn't there like a committee of like 20, like a council of 20 people? Billionaires, basically. The world is shitty. Anyway, sorry. Getting back to the main thing here. So this lady, we had a conversation with her a minute ago. So we're in a bar, we're in a tavern, and this lady was a gardener, and we did think she was rather suspicious. We thought she was suspicious because what was the reason? It was because it looked like she was watching us, and also she was doing gardening at a weird. So she was working in the gardens, but it's March. It's kind of strange. It's a bit too early to be doing gardening. There was snow all over the place. So it turns out she claims to be a lawyer. I'm not so sure I buy that, but we'll see. So she's looking after the interests of this union crew. So I'm trying to explain too much too quickly. We'll have a conversation with the union crew and see what they want. But in short, the union crew might have something to do with the murder. And the union crew are on strike for reasons that aren't entirely clear. Okay. Right, so let me just quick save. Now, we do need to be careful, because we are a militia, but we really don't have the ability to call him back up, and if they get violent, and if they are murderers, you know, we need to be careful. Let's tread carefully. So is this the gentleman she told us to speak to? What's this here? Titus. Oh, hang on. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Ugh. Okay. So is this Titus?
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. So new task, interrogate the vigilantes.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Okay. Shit, you know what? I just realised I didn't actually put that talent point into something before I started this. Is the body still in the tree? Yes, the body is still in the tree, and now the body has a bullet hole in it. Why? Long story. Well, not that long. Too long a story. It's got the thing. What's it called? The thing that's holding the body up. It's like a cargo strap that holds down cargo. And I thought that if I shot it with a bullet, it would break free. I didn't hit it with the bullet. Yeah, like it's like a steel woven belt. Anyway, so don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. Okay. Yeah, I'll lead. So, we need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
Is that your voice? Is that your real accent?
You're sure taking your time.
Waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Right. Glenn nods along.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps his forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
As in, they're getting drunk this early in the morning?
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Indeed. So we counted 8 tracks, and one of the sets of tracks was really heavy, and we took that to imply that he was carrying the body, or carrying the unconscious victim, maybe, because he definitely died on site, as in he didn't die, and well, unless he died like really nearby, the blood pooling in the body meant that he died hanging vertically. So 8 boot prints, all steel-toed. One of the boots was a lot more worn for some reason, and one of the boot prints was very lightweight. So it could be our lady friend over here. Okay. Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian. In his late 30s, early 40s. He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations. Hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain.
Titus Hardy.
In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
What's a plectrum? Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
Chat, what's a plectrum? A guitar pick, apparently. Yeah, today I learned. Plectrum.
Let's call this one the musician.
Okay. And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing one.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
Okay.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Yeah. So one of the boots had more wear on it. Where's the 8th man? The odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
So for those joining the stream not sure what's going on, so the narrator, in addition to just narrating the scene, so so like different facets of my mind, here they are. So represented, and you can level them up as the game goes. So visual calculus in the intellect tree is assessing the crime scene, you know? Conceptualization would be like making up an abstract idea about something, maybe. Some of them are rarer. Well, I suppose it depends if you level them, really. Something like authority, which you can obviously kick in, being a detective. Yeah, like endurance, if you have to suddenly endure something, like not vomiting when you see a body. It's pretty cool. Okay. So thank you, Visual Calculus.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Sorry, bear with me. Right. Okay, then. Yeah, flop Lulu. Yeah, she's fine. She's happy. She's a good girl. Right. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it? I just want to see their reaction.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
He takes a sip from his can.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your boot prints all over the scene? Yeah, why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
Take it he's joking?
We did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
And then he's going to say, I'm just joking.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He
Yeah.
didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
But there's a catch. I squint my eyes.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Okay. Okay. What's going on?
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
An anti-arrest tactic? What does that mean? Hang on. Is that because the jails are crazy expensive here in fucking Revachol? Okay, hang on. You murdered him just like that? No remorse? Who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Okay, honestly, I didn't expect this. I figured, from a gameplay perspective, I figured that, it was leading us down the route of the Union guys, and they were going to explain our perspective, and maybe there was going to be some intrigue to do with Joyce and the scabs, maybe. But he's just, nope, we did it. We murdered that fucker. Okay, right. How long have you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
So you didn't know him?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
So for those unfamiliar, he's referring to Joyce on the boat. The Pines being, the company. So Wild Pines, she's the strike negotiator. So he came around about 3 weeks ago when with him?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
Huh. He says, no, he stresses, I mean the Pines cow, the stupid-ass cow. Oh, he's just refusing to acknowledge her by her name. I get it.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why? Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
Really? Fucking hell, dude. It's cold-blooded fucking murder. So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
Thank you, Snowball Eye. Thank you, Snowball. And thank you, Lars and Drunken.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
A live grenade right here in our bar?
I can't prove it, but
Oh.
I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Okay. So how do you even know he was in Special Forces?
'Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
I get the impression these guys at the back just aren't helpful.
Really?
No, Kim, not really.
Yeah, really.
What?
Had a gin
Really?
and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Is he stupid?
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
Okay. I thought he was just fucking around. So what, really?
Sire, the tale is true.
Thank you, drama. Huh.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Not helpful conceptualization. Okay. But what did he actually do wrong? Stepped out of line in your town?
Wrong. He harassed women,
Whoa.
raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Really? He wiped spittle from his mouth.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
Rhetoric, he didn't necessarily have to spell. He was probably ordering them in list of severity as opposed to chronologically.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Logic, it doesn't feel like it makes any sense. I'm not saying that what he's saying isn't necessarily true, but just from the perspective of a strike breaker, would you send one dude in alone to what? Sit in a bar and there's like 8 of these guys and there's way more strikers, I presume. You know?
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming.
Wasn't Sylvia, was it?
Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
There's something odd here.
Drama. What's odd?
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
But who did he rape? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
With the RCM.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Fuck. You murdered him just like... So I'm probably not going to get an answer to this because the lawyer lady's going to insist on stepping in and trying to end it. So who called the shots that night? How did you kill him? Why don't I just arrest you? Let's not... Let's not... If they were willing to lynch some fucking, mercenary. They'll certainly be willing to lynch a couple of fucking RCM militiamen. So you murdered him just like that? No, silly question, really. Number one. By the sounds of it, if what they say is true, they were taking the law into their own hands to protect their own. Not sure what to do in this situation. If I asked who called the shots, he's just going to fucking stonewall because he's not going to be dumb enough to say, oh yeah, that was me, you know? Yeah. How did you kill him? I reckon she's going to intervene.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
But you carried him. He didn't walk there. You carried him. So, you know, he presumably wouldn't let you. Was he shit-faced?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Okay. We need more. Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Okay.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
And Kuno.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Okay. Composure. What's this? 58%. So things aren't quite right here, are they? Maybe ask something else first. So wasn't he a trained killer from the Oranese Special Forces? If yes, how did you manage to overpower him? Seems like a dumb question. Even the... what is it? Even the finest fighter in the world is no match against 4 average guys with bar stools. And here there are 8. Where did the overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Okay. So it happened here. So I guess Gart wouldn't have been here. He says he travels from, site to site. Okay, wasn't he a trained killer from the Special Forces?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Okay. Composure. Good. Shanky might be lying, so I've got a +1. Okay, here we go. So 72%. And this check cannot be retried. Here we go. Damn it. Looks like I failed it.
They're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
All of them. Maybe one of them is fidgeting, cracking under the pressure?
Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, copper?
Okay, so who was calling the shots? Who was calling the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Okay, so I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others, or... no, but seriously, who's calling the shots? Number 1, I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others.
That's for the courts in Les Jardins to decide. Not for the officer making an arrest. Which we all know you won't be.
Elizabeth, not... okay, I don't know how Revachol works. But if you let us walk out of here, we've got 2 RCM officers who witnessed the confession and can testify. We can just go and get 25 to 30 officers. Or better yet, we won't. We'll just wait until you're separate, in your own homes, one by one. Do you really think that, oh, there's no way you can arrest them all is going to work against the fucking police force? They know where you live. They know where you work. Can I right now? No, but that's not how the police work. They call backup.
What you can do right now is go back to your station and write a report.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
Kim? Kim? No, Kim. We go back to the station, we write a report, we come back with 30 fucking heavily armed officers. And then we start cracking skulls. Oh, fuck. Okay. So you murdered him just like that? No. Again, I personally feel this is a dumb question. Of course he's not expressing remorse. He's seeking justice for what he perceives as a lack of alternate avenues. So he hanged a dude. That's correct, isn't it? Hanged a dude for rape. So I'm asking no remorse, but I'm not expecting much from this question.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it was worse than dying. And Reunion, what's that? No, don't say that. You look stupid. That's obviously the prison system. Okay, yes, but those are all bad people. Criminals are scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like that, like it's nothing. Yeah. Yeah. We don't fucking... Sorry, yeah, we don't fucking we don't lynch people. Just because, yeah, for the crimes that they've committed. It is different. There's a process.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
Okay, so you just decided, so you took justice into your own hands. No mandate, no process, no nothing. You just decided, yeah, fuck it, we're just going to kill this dude. Did I read the case from the notes? No, good shout. I didn't actually go through the case file yet. All I know is what Kim told me, and that, yeah, so this is we assumed that it was related to the... Hang on, yeah, wait, the case briefing is wrong, or at least if what Kim told me is true. We thought that this was related to strike, obviously, tensions high with the strike, but it sounds like it's got nothing to do with the strike. It sounds like a fucking drunk mercenary raped a woman in a bar, actually, it didn't specify if it happened here, and then these 8 guys got revenge, or what they perceived to be justice. So it's got fuck all to do with the strike, beyond the fact that the strike is the reason why the guy was here. Okay. Yeah, that's what we were told by the higher-ups, but presumably they don't... Well, they're not in this conversation. Okay. So yeah, here's the trouble. What are we going to do now? So conclude the questioning.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
And then get 30 to 50 officers to come back.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks.
Kim!
Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Oh, fuck. Kim, mate, you're not helping. Your pistol has 1 shot, by the way, then you have to reload it. Oh, God.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder.
Yeah.
Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Durap says you don't have 30 officers. I'm sure we can make... Sorry, Durap. I'm sure we can get 2 or 3 precincts together, you know, to fucking... to get a bunch of officers over here. Alright, anyway.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Okay, so hang on. People don't confess to first-degree murder, even if it's a group responsibility. We're going to look into this. Good luck with that. He grabs another beer. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is going to hear from us, real law officials. Really? Okay. I mean, so personally, just sort of... fuck. Like, what do you even do? I mean, in this case, I would be tempted, from my position of comfort in the Western world, here on Earth, here in England, to be like, oh, yeah, the laws have got to be respected, and blah, blah, blah. But the status quo in Revachol here is shitty. Like, we are, essentially, so we are disempowered. Like, the worst thing that we can do, apparently, is a fine. You know? Like, we don't even have the authority. We can arrest people, but we don't even have the authority to convict anyone. We all just hand it off to the real police. And Martinez has fallen between the jurisdictions of even our, like, volunteer militia or whatever we are. So this guy, like, we're the first cops that have been here for ages. So this guy took the law into his own hands, but, like, those words coming out of my mouth, they don't even feel relevant to this situation. We're like on the frontier right about now, essentially. A frontier remade, like a Western American frontier, where they've formed a posse, haven't they? This is not a union. This is a posse, and that posse have executed a rapist. And hell, I'm sorry, I know I'm waffling, and then I come in, and I'm not even like a marshal, you know, with someone who's got like federal law on their side or whatever. I'm just a fucking, what am I? I'm a deputy. Yeah, a posse, damn right, like a group of like cowboys or whatever working together to like hunt down an outlaw. Okay, yeah, sorry, where's the other guy? So we found, what's this, sorry? Godly, 16. Establish authority. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm never going to pass that one. So we found 8 set of footprints, but... Oh, hang on. Let me talk about the hanging again, or have I exhausted all the options?
Again. Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Okay, no, that's the same conversation we just had.
About fucking time.
Okay, so... Sorry, also speaking to the people just joining, we're talking to the now confessed murderers of the guy lynched on the tree outside. But also, we don't know what happened to his armor. Interesting that wasn't part of the conversation. So, I guess they didn't take it? Someone else did? I wonder who. Okay, hang on. We found 8 set of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here.
Oh. Was the 8th one the person who took the armor? Huh.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She could maybe.
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
Ooh.
I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
It's the woman who was raped, isn't it? That was a very defensive reaction. Shut the fuck up, Glenn, he yelled. He roared. Interesting. So there is an 8th. Maybe she was... No, she was. She was there, wasn't she? She was there to witness the lynching. Revenge. To see her revenge. An 8th Hardy girl. So who was the 8th? So definitely not one of them. So presumably not a union worker. And I doubt it's the lawyer lady behind us. Who does he know? Well, we don't really know who he knows. Someone with a worn foot. Why would they have a worn, like a shoe? Huh.
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points to the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
Okay, we need more information. I think, yeah, again, so I'm just sort of speaking out loud. I think the 8th one was the victim. The 8th one was the rape victim. Whoever she is. And whoever she is, Titus is clearly very protective of her. Okay, and it wasn't the woman singing. They made that clear. It wasn't the woman singing. It's someone else. No, I'm not doing a fucking 3% roll. A 3% roll on fucking authority. No, we're just going to get embarrassed. Okay, so we need to keep our eyes peeled for a lady. Bear in mind, the lady was wearing... So hang on. The lady was wearing the same style of boot. Why would the lady be wearing steel-tipped boots? Why would the lady be wearing steel-tipped boots? Okay. Need to keep our eyes peeled. It's the victim. It's the rape victim. Okay, I'm going to take off now. Interesting. Gonna be honest, chat, that didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. I thought they were gonna deny, and then they were going to lead us down a discourse about, I suppose, literally communism, but like unionism, and sort of provide the alternate perspective, and it'd be about the strike. But no, that was nothing related to the strike, was it? In fact, sorry, the whole murder has little to do with the strike. Read the fucking case file. Where's the case file? Hang on. Maps. No, where is it? Inventory. Items. Here it is. No, that's not it. Here it is. Instant photo. Yellow man mug. Oh, didn't I get it? Hang on. Also, I've got some points to level up, don't I? I should really... I'll ask him. Okay. Before I do, should we level something up? What shall I level up? Should probably level up one of the ones that I'm always using. So I've got 7 points in logic, 6 in encyclopedia. The jump to get my jacket, that's true. What was that? That was stealth, wasn't it? Savoir-faire. Only got a skill of 2. Oh, that's true. It would let me into the harbour past the past the Nazi. Okay. Let's try that. Let's upgrade savoir-faire and see what happens, shall we? So sneak under their noses, stun with immense panache. Okay, level that up. Endurance for the body? I don't think we can. Well, we've already done the body. Here we go. Savoir-faire. Sneak under their noses. Oh wait, I got another one? Got another one. Okay. What should I do? Bit of authority. What's this? Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. So it enables you to understand your blue-souled sisters and brothers, not only by picking up on subtle signals from your partner, but by witnessing flash sideways scenes as they play out in your precinct. No, I'm not sure. Rhetoric is persuasion, isn't it? Yeah, urges you to debate. Just reading more of them. Wait, what's volition again? Urges you to be a good guy to others and to yourself. It enables you to resist temptation, be it in a bottle, between a pair of legs, or at the end of an iron barrel which promises oblivion. Yeah, let's get another point into volition. Level up volition. There we go, 2 into volition. Another one? Got another point? How many times have I leveled up? Fucking hell. Okay. Empathy, understand others, work your mirror neurons. Yeah, let's get a point into empathy. Okay. Right. Give that a quick save. Did Monica have giant titties? Asked that guy over there. Okay. Hang on.
Yes?
Oh shit. Maybe don't tell him that bit, could be rude. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. Yep, we've had that conversation. Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, tell me more about the pissing competition. So apparently, between our precincts, was it 41 and 57? I can't remember. So, sorry, for those joining the chat, Kim is not part of the same precinct. He's, we're on the sort of jurisdictional edge between our two precincts. So Martinez is on that edge, so this district. I think he's from Jamrock, is that correct? Can't remember. I'm 41, he's 57. Sorry, got it. Anyway, so, he turned up to work with me on this case, and he said that it was some sort of inter-precinct pissing competition.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Yeah. So yeah, this is kind of our fault, isn't it? And so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez?
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary, somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills.
No, we're not asking that question, Encyclopedia. So you volunteered to spoil it? No. Okay. For some reason I thought you had 104 solved cases. No, maybe don't delve into this too much. This seems to... No, this could go down a road I don't want to go down with Kim. Let's not start doing that. So, so I've discovered that I have I've got 18 years of service and an enormous number of cases solved. So let's not go down this route. I want to work with him, not against him. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
So, I suggest I'm a highly experimental cop, but if I am right, this is the outre, even by my standards. What does that mean, sorry? I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalypse omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified. Sorry, what's outre? What does that mean, chap? What does that mean? Outre. Push to the extreme, says Spoonful. Thank you, Spoonful. Push to the extreme from outrage. Not sure what I'm trying to say there. Okay. An apocalypse omen sent by my people? I don't know what to say here, honestly. I think it almost feels like I'm here because I'm a fuck up, you know? They didn't exactly send their finest to Martinez. Okay, we'll go with number 1. I'm a highly experimental cop, but if I'm right, this is my outre, even by my standards.
Really?
I don't really know what I said. I arrived at the scene 3 days earlier, I drank myself into oblivion, fully re-immersed myself into this reality, and then worked the case from an angle so crescent fresh it produces never before seen results, not only for criminology but for the human mind. No. Forget it, it's too much.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
No, it's fine. Okay, enough of the competition. Tell me about something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
What's this? Logic, formidable. Why did the 41st send me? Oh my god, what the fuck? 97. So, because I'm a sorry cop, Sylvie's suicide jokes, and Roy mentioned suicide. Why did the 41st send me?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57.
To fail the case on purpose, so that we wouldn't have to deal with Martinez? Logic suggests... That makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Yeah. Kim, what if my precinct sent me on the case because I'm a fuck-up, like, as a joke?
I've considered it.
So it's true.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
Why is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
So you really do see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there.
Yeah. Kim believes in us.
So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Aww. Good old Kim. Okay. Let's keep going. Yeah. Before we go, let me just have a word. I just want to clarify. I'm sorry, I didn't actually check those case files, did I? So prove your authority. Establish authority in the Hardy Boys' eyes. Run the number of the victim's armor. Yeah, we need to get back. Alice needs to get back to us about the armor that we found on the dead dude. Smoker on the balcony. I need to find cash if I'm going to pay for my room this evening. Policeman's cloak. What's that? Savoir-faire. Yeah, we'll go try that again. Empathy formidable. Which one's that? Sorry. Choice. Volition. Am I meant to have a map? I think they're meant to appear on a map. I've no idea what these actually are. Measure head. So yeah, these are the roles that I can take, you see. Okay. Policeman's cloak. But where is the case file? Tuesday. Ah, here we go. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing, though, and need to be briefed again. Click on Kim and ask him about the case. Okay. I thought I'd do that. Tell me about the case
What
again.
do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief. Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Really? The call came after 4 days?
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Okay. Yes, I understand everything now.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Well, we've done that. We've done that, Kim. We've done that. It's those guys over there in the booth. Okay. All right. So I have all the information I need.
Good.
So, it's, sorry, just speculating in my head. So, the call specified... Okay, hang on. So, the call specified that it was a body, and it was already 4 days past, already stripped of its belongings on the second day. Three things interesting. One, voice changer. That strikes me as... Like, do you have a voice changer on hand? Someone planned to call the police with a voice changer. Someone really cares about not being recognized and took steps accordingly. Two, Sylvie says that thieves keep stealing the copper wires that are being used in the telephones, meaning there's only 2 nearby phones, one down at the port and one over, like, down closer to the... Is it, like, close to the harbour on the west? So that means the caller didn't call it from nearby. They had to travel, presumably, away from the body in order to make that call. So we should probably check those areas. As in, our witness probably either works at the docks. They said lynching, didn't they? They knew it was a lynching. They didn't find a body that was hanged. They knew there was a lynching. The voice... Do you think the victim called it? Do you think the rape victim called it in? Disguising her voice so that we could not tell that it was a woman. A victim who wears steel boot toes at the docks where there is a phone. Maybe. Okay. I think we need to search the docks. I think the victim's in there somewhere, maybe. Like the Union docks. Or has access to the phone there, who knows. Hang on, okay. Let's have a word with Gart over here. Right. Sorry, what did I say, Finny? Steel-tipped boots, like to protect your toes. So, like industrial boots.
Can I help you?
Hang on. Another thing about the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
So yeah, maybe we can get it from him directly. So the phone line is dead.
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
He shakes his head, and he shakes his head and adds losers. Is it true there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonourable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of arseholes around here who aren't murderers.
Interesting. Okay, maybe my assumption was incorrect. Someone had messed with the wiring shortly after the hanging. How shortly? Like 4 days shortly? Did someone make the call, then fuck with the wiring? Okay.
If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill.
Okay. Anyway, thank you.
Yes?
Goodbye. Right, what now? Okay, so what the fuck do we do with these guys then? Hang on. What the fuck do we do with these guys? So run the numbers on the armor, the victim's tattoos, get the body down. So access the harbor and ask for Everett Clark. Oh yes, of course, Everett Clare's help. I see. So I assume that Titus would be the Union dude. I'm guessing that's him, isn't it? He's the mob guy. Shit. That kicked something in the head that I wanted to see. I was really looking forward to asking the Union guys to help me with the body because I wanted to see how they'd react. I wanted to see if they were going to, you know, get funny about it, and that would be... But there's no need because they've just fucking outright admitted that they're guilty. Right. Okay, let's go over here. Can I get my bloody coat back? Kuno, fuck off. Right, so we're going to go through here. My coat is fucking up on that railing. Yes, that's true. Remember to take off my trousers. Makes me more aerodynamic. There's my coat. Okay, here we go. Need to go up here first. For some reason, it's up on that railing. Yes, take off my trousers and my shoes. Right. So, trousers, savoir-faire, -1. Removed. Shoes, savoir-faire, -1. Watch this, Kim. You watch this, I got this.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
58% chance to succeed. A white check, I may retry it. Here we go. You ready for this? You ready for this? Oh, fuck. Oh, no! I failed again?
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
I can't do that right now. I'll make the jump again next time.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
Shit. That was going to be our way into the dock. The other way is through fucking the Nazi over there. Not right now. What's that there? Just a water tower. No, I'm not going to learn advanced race theory. Hang on. Put my trousers and my shoes back on. Yeah, well, time to become a racist. Oh, fuck. That's the port. Hang on a second, what am I looking at here? Could that be an airship? No. Right. Let's go speak to Joyce again. Let's go have a word with Joyce and see what she says. So talk about the talk about the body, the security dude. Right. Anyway, how is everyone? For those joining the stream, you all good? Welcome to Friday. I've been really sucked into this game. If you're just joining, looking at the stream, yeah, this is a really, really good game, by the way. It feels so... I keep saying it. It feels rich. It feels like I can walk around the world and sort of start poking at the, like, turning the stones over. Oh, look. Is that, Wait a minute, who's that? Is that the girl who I spoke to before? Yeah, well, yeah, the lady with the cigarette at the beginning, that's true. Yeah, she's having a cigarette on the roof. Okay, that's fine. Ah, the girls out here selling books again. Oh, a few new people, yeah, different people around the place. That's cool. What's your mother's name was Pleasance, isn't it? What's your name? Sorry, I've forgotten it.
Hello again, sir.
Annette. Hello, Annette. Shouldn't you be in school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
No, 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 no. No. You've got to have a childhood. You've got to have a fucking childhood where the worries of this sort of shit doesn't reach you.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I don't think curses are real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
They're not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
She doesn't know what else to say. That's okay, that's okay. I'll see you around the net. Hello. I see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. A good one? I point to the book.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Ah.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Yes.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Logic, that's not how it works. You know that's not how it works. You be quiet. You go do sums or something. Have a good day.
This was a tremendously useful interlude.
I'm just being polite, Kim. You shush as well. Logic, go talk to Kim. Right. Also, sorry, minor fucking rant. Here, in current year, can I just say that when you have your headphones in, that means do not talk to me. Do not disturb. It is frustrating over the last year or so how many people I'm doing something, I'm doing whatever, I'm in public of course, and I've got headphones on. They're not even that visible to be fair, but I've got like the wire dangling in front of me. They talk to you anyway. And it's always older people. It's always older people who... Yeah, when headphones are in, it's rude. Don't be talking to people because they're clearly listening to something. Anyway. So the drunk's gone. He was down there. Okay. No, is that him? Has he moved? Well, hang on a minute. You alright, sweetie? I think Lulu wants a cuddle. 1 second. Sorry, I'll be back in a jiffy. I'm just going to go for a quick wee-wee. Look at it. Oh dear. Okay. Octopus with 5 legs? Indeed. She loves that octopus. Dolly from Armour got her that octopus. Gave it to me and then I gave it to her at the barbecue that we went to last year. So Digby's barbecue. Yes, she loves that octopus. Her squishy octopus. Right. Okay. Hang on. So is this the guy from before? The drunk? Yeah. They don't know me, no one knows me. How are the beer traps? I haven't installed them yet. Bear with me. That's a plan for the weekend. Well, I need to be editing this weekend, but I need to get some time... Sorry. So, for those unfamiliar with my situation in real life, I've moved last August into a bungalow, thanks to your generosity, folks, so thank you for it. Thank you, Harry Llama and Sky and Party Plays. Yeah, thank you all of you. I was able to get a bungalow, which is a huge upgrade over my little shitty flat. And there's nothing I can say that can ever thank you enough. But the bungalow has a small garden. It's nothing spectacular, but it's got about 6 square meters of vegetable plot space. So there's like some pathways and concrete and stuff, but there's about 6 square meters. And so I'm putting down some vegetables. I want to grow some vegetables. So for the last couple of weekends, I've been ripping out roots and rocks and de-weeding and preparing these vegetable plots. I've never done, like, growing before. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just sort of, like, getting some soil ready. Anyway, so I was told that I need to remove the slugs and the snails before they just eat all the seedlings. Apparently they're less of a problem when your crops are growing properly, because if a slug comes along and takes a bite out of a leaf, it's not a problem, but for a seedling, that's the entire fucking plant, so it just kills it. Anyway, so I go out last night with a high-powered torch and a bucket full of water and a pair of large forceps taken from my fishing gear, and the idea is that I'm meant to look for slugs and just kill them, just put them in the damn bucket. They're pests, and they're going to keep breeding. Anyway, long story short, hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. So many of them. And I was like, oh my god. No chance. I think I got about 50 of them. But I feel like I didn't even make a dent. So what I'm going to do, I need to do several things. I need to surround the vegetable plots with sort of anti-bird and anti-fox and anti-lulu barriers in the form of either netting or probably a fishing line that's gently suspended on sticks to make it just not fun to jump up onto the, wait, it's time passing. So fishing line to stop the birds. I need to put down a copper mesh to make the slugs think twice, but some of them will just go over it anyway. I need to go out regularly and kill the slugs. And the last thing I need to do is I need to look for nematodes? Nematodes? It's a type of, think ringworm, but for slugs. It's a parasite that attacks and kills slugs, and it's naturally occurring in the UK. You can apparently just buy packets of it. You can buy packets of them, live, essentially like a type of ringworm, and then sprinkle them into the soil to make your garden an extremely dangerous place for slugs. So I need to get some of those and then sprinkle them all over the soil before apparently it gets too warm and they can't tolerate the warmth. So yeah. Right. Yes, indeed, Angelic. I was thinking of doing that, but maybe the fishing line might be a cheaper way. If I can just teach Lulu to stay the fuck off the vegetable plots, then hooray. Okay. So let's go have a word with Joyce. Now, I'm going to be honest, folks. I'm really, really worried that this lady up here is actually quite dangerous. I'm making an assumption, but somebody bought my handgun from the pawn shop. And I'm worried it might be this woman up here, this girl, that's dressed up in a granny cloak. And a granny coat there.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Mainly because she seems a bit creepy, and she's also doing, like, kill you gestures at Joyce. Okay. I'll catch you later, Cindy. Oh. It's much better in the daylight. Okay. Yes, indeed. Beer traps as well, Campfire. Yes, I'll be burying some of those this weekend in the soil, some jars. Okay. So for those who didn't see it previously, this is Joyce. She is from the what is it? The Wild Pines group. She's the strike negotiator.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Do you know something about these tattoos? I show her a photograph of the dead body.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos.
Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Shit. So she wants me to find my missing badge because she wants my badge number before she divulges company secrets. Where can I find my badge? Where the hell can I find my badge? So the smoker on the balcony. Visit apartment 28 after 9 to see if anyone's home. So that's for later. Unless unless it means now. Does it mean now or 9? As in 9 today, Tuesday. Prove my authority. Get the body down. Victim's tattoos. Run the number. Ask Kuno about the armor. Okay. 9 today. Got it, 9 today. Lena is missing her husband because of the water lock. Okay. You need to use the panel to close the water lock. It's been blocked pending repairs, which should be done by Wednesday morning. Find money for rent to pay Gart. Track down the badge. So it's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen. We put the clothes in the trash. That might take a while. Secret passage behind the whirling. No one knows where it leads. Okay. Shit, so what do I do now? I guess Kuno? Damn it. Feeling I'm getting a bit stonewalled here. Back to that little ginger shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, now I know I am definitely reaching. You don't reckon she's wearing the granny fucking cloak to conceal that she's got the armor on, do you? As in the old lady. So Joyce dismissed it as just counterculture stuff. But I did say I'm looking for somebody with bulky clothing who could be hiding the armor beneath it. Is she going to go all, like, in the climax of the game, is she going to go crazy and revolutionary and shoot, you know, in the name of, like, our resident anarchist and shoot Joyce dead, maybe? Or what am I doing? I'm going to Kuno. Yeah, can we access her from the upstairs, maybe? Oh, wait, secret passage? No, it's on the roof. Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I want to discuss the body again, Kuno.
The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Kuno's fuck gimps. Kuno's fuck gimps. What the fuck was that sentence? You freak? A mutant. A what?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
That's decomposition. What are you on about? Huh?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
You stupid boy. You fucking stupid boy. What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
You fucking idiot. You couldn't tell that was extremely valuable, rare, rich man's or whatever security company armor that you could sell? Fuck. I'm angry at it. His lack of knowledge offends me. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea.
Oh
Rugby
my
style.
God.
That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Oh my god, you're so... Your brain is as small as a marble. Your brain is as smooth as a marble. Fucking hell. You threw it into the sea.
Yeah? That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Kuno's a fucking dummy.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What, you mean fucking... Not Gaston, the other guy. Rene? Rene? What do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
Cows? What the...
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
The one with the boots and the jolly smile? Manana. Oh, him? Him? Really? What?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
What?
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
You're not logic, you're drama. You be quiet. And you're just telling me out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Right, more on this later. Kuno feels pity?
You're testing Kuno's patience here. Get lost,
Wow, you are so fucking smooth-brained.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Evidently. You threw an expensive set of... What was it called again? Was it liquefied... it was that far. Liquefied ceramic? Liquefied something? A really expensive suit of armor that is worth... A full set, apparently, is worth 4 times the annual salary of an RCM detective. And you threw... No. That's it. Viscous enamel? Santa's got it. It's enamel that's been... It's almost like grown like a tree, sort of. It's got like rings on it. Fucking hell. You're an idiot. You could have sold that, you dumbass. Holy shit. He threw it into the ocean. And why is he sending us towards that other dude? Right. Let's go have a look then. Yeah, that's the racist. Yeah, Mad Horse, yeah. So I'm as offended by what Kuno just said as I was by the literal Nazi that's up there. Oh, fuck. Hang on a minute, I realise I haven't really spoken with this scab dude much. Maybe he can provide an interesting perspective. Hello.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
The ostensible leader of the strikebreakers chants furiously. Don't say what is a strike. Fine. What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his worker overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
He raises his fist and starts shouting again.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Oh, he's not really... Oh no! Oh no! Well, what do you call that? Sorry, he's a he's like he's a plant, isn't he? He's a fucking he's like a mercenary. They've dressed him up. Like a Pinkerton agent. Yeah, exactly. They've dressed him up. He's a military man to look like a worker, to rabble rouse. But yeah, he's not really one, is he? There's something odd in the way. Yeah, I reckon. Ill-fitting. What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit.
Yeah,
while
you
the
can see it. Look.
overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Yeah, he's like a provocateur, isn't he? Yeah.
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
I think Joyce has something to do with this.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
I'm going to ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips in every syllable. Curiosity. Going to figure out this strike mess.
Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
He shoots you a wary, distrustful look. You only fight for the rights of people. Okay. But what motivates that?
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
Okay. Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
You're from Jamrock? He's from Jamrock. Huh. Okay. Bouncer. Where? Hang on. Odd jobs. Bouncer work. A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Do I challenge him? Never heard of it. Are you lying? That's not a role or anything, so let's challenge him. He's in public anyway. What's he going to do? Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
A little spark of violence gutters in his eyes. Then he blinks and turns to his men. Yeah, you're a plant, aren't you? Right. Okay. Hello. Banana man? Who are you again? Why are you awkwardly sitting on that railing? You're just going to fall off and break your ankle. Hang on.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Okay. Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
See who took it? What do you mean?
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know?
Oh, I see. Took it off the corpse. Hang on. To get me into trouble to sick the pigs on me, what happens? I was asked to look into the armor situation. Official Union probe. Track it down, see who took it. Okay. Okay. But... Okay, hold on. Sorry, my brain had a minor short circuit, chap. Bear with me my logic. So, this killing, as far as we understand it, has nothing to do with the strike thus far. The guy was killed because he allegedly raped someone who we think is close to Titus, because Titus got very defensive. So they strung him up wearing his armor, which could easily be removed by the sounds of things, and I assumed that it was a message. Maybe it still is. Maybe it is a message. Hence why they left the armor on him. So I guess I was wrong on that front. Sorry, going back one conversation. It wasn't like a message to, as in he was strung up for something he personally did. My point is, why was the armor on him? You know? It seems weird. Like, there's poverty everywhere. Why wouldn't they take his armor? And then they are interested in it. So they're interested in who took it. Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. A few more days under the sun. Maybe there's something I missed. It's weird that they would leave the armor on him and then send a guy looking for the armor.
So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Yeah, sounds like Kuno.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
Unless he's lying. Unless he wasn't sent to look into it, you know. Okay, The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
He explains with a wry smile.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Okay. So 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets and boots. What about the leggings? I'm guessing there are no leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Okay. I'm going to find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough. I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it. I've got better things to do. I'm going to find all of it.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
Well, I'll find 1 piece, Kim, and then you can find the other piece, and then when we get back to our precincts, they'll be like, oh my god, you found some ceramic, whatever it's called. You found some thingy armor. I get the cuirass. You get the gauntlets. No, we're not talking about this.
It's implied. He finds it unlikely that you will succeed in this.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Okay. Well, thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Okay. What's the strike about anyway? Does he have any more new information?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Yeah. Okay. Gotta run. Right. Okay. So, for those who are just joining the stream, we've learnt that the dead man that we're investigating had some armor on him that's subsequently been pinched by parties unknown. Kuno took the helmet, and because he's stupid, he kicked it into the sea. And then there's a set of gloves and a cuirass, so the chest piece. So we need to try and find them. So where's the rest of the armor? Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Okay. Call Alice back in a day for information on the armor. Right. Victim's tattoos. Let's get the boots off the victim's feet. In order to succeed, the body has to be down, the autopsy has to be finished, and Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. This will be devilishly tricky, so don't beat yourself up if you manage to send the body to the processing without getting hold of the boots. Okay. Right. So now what? What's the time in the game? Still got time. It's still early morning. Let's go confront Kuno. Right. Do you know what? Sorry, weirdly, do you know what this game reminds me of a little bit? Does anyone remember Broken Sword? An old point-and-click adventure game on, like, the original PlayStation. Anyone remember that? Some people remember that? Yes, Broken Sword and then was it Broken Sword 2 Shadow of the Templars? You know what it is? The game reminds me of it. Nothing mechanically, it's obviously just point and click, but it's the French. It's all the French stuff. Because I think, like, was it like the one of the protagonists, like the woman, she was French? And everywhere you went, there was like French-speaking people. Thank you, Firestalk. Yes, it was Nico, was that her name? Yeah. Shadow of the Templar was the first one. Was it really? I can't remember. I think I played... Was it the second one that I played through? Here we go. Vague memories. What year was that? What year was Broken Sword 2? I was playing that when I was, I don't know, early teens, I guess. "1900" says Lady Revox. Thank you, Lady Revox. You're very helpful. 1996? Fucking hell, I was 10. Okay. Right.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
Okay. He said you're now the king of the entire Jamrock. He said that, sorry, he told me you promised to sick pigs on him.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello.
I'm sorry, anything you two have to say, everything you have to say now is now rendered null and void, considering you threw away the armor into the sea, or at least the helmet, because it didn't fit you. You didn't think you could sell it to someone whose head would fit? I'm astonished by how dumb you are.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Yeah, keep playing with the rocks, Kuno. Right. I'll remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, Grief and the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Or you'll what? Be ginger at me. Give me gingivitis.
Yeah, real interesting.
Okay. Shaq, questions about the crime scene, questions about the body. Was that it? Is that the only confrontation? He doesn't know anything about the other two bits? Okay. I've got to ask, who is Kuno? That should be good.
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
He doesn't know what that means. Interestingly, you refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard. Kim, get the gun.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
For what? I'm not doing anything, see?
Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Don't punch him, it's a bad idea. Are you high right now? Number 5, try punching him. Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
Yeah. He prances around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
All the residents will be like, yeah, fine, whatever. Ah, fuck it. Don't punch him, it's a bad idea.
Look.
Kuno whispers as you retreat, vanishingly silent.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Explains a lot.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
No, but it explains. His dad probably beats the crap out of him.
There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
Yeah, and ultimately he's just another victim, isn't he? If anything, forgive me for... He represents what Martinez is. Just ignored. Fallen between the cracks. Between our two police jurisdictions. Between the education system that exists here. We know it exists here. Yeah, he's just a delinquent. And there's no saving him. He's screwed. There's no getting out of this. Yeah, again, he never had a chance. Kuno never had a chance. Okay. Let's get back to the interview.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now...
He raises his voice again.
You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. Fuck, it's dark, this game. These kids have nothing. And when they die, no one's gonna mourn them. Okay. Right, so now what? So Kuno knows nothing. Right. So find all the armor pieces. So get the boots. No, so we can't get the boots off the victim's feet with Kim here. So get the body down. So we need to access the harbour. So we failed the check to sneak over the wall. Do I really have to go speak with Measurehead again? So ask about the tattoo's possible meaning. Not sure with whom, though. Yeah, I tried getting the police coat, Leather Chill, but I failed the check again. Wait, was it a white or a red check? Can I reattempt it? Hang on. Pile of clothes. Is that it there? No, police cloak. I can try it again? Or do I need to spend a skill point? Let's have a look. Thank you, Chapelius. You've already failed twice, so it's white. Let's have a look, see if it lets me. Yeah, I might have to wait till tomorrow. Shit, we still need... Yeah, I feel a bit stonewalled. Can I redo the check?
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
What exactly are we doing up here, Kim?
I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right?
He doesn't wait for you to answer.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He looks around, wind rustling in his hair. Yeah. Okay. Can we see what that is? It's a large crane, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Fuck, so what do I do now? What do I do now? Speak to Measurehead? I don't have another skill point to spend. Right. What about any... Hang on. Can't unlock these without another skill point. Can't unlearn them without a skill point. Okay. Hi there, definitely human. Welcome indeed, definitely. Right. I guess I'm just going to have to go talk to the Nazi. I mean... Oh yeah, what about, the bookstore owner? Yeah, something about a curse? Right. Shit compressed is so useless now, by the way, says Derapt. Is it? Let's have a look. Shit compressed. All endurance white checks unlocked. Okay. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Not too bad, but yeah, we could always replace it with something else. Not advanced race theory. We're not doing that. Okay. No, we've got to wait till tomorrow before we can radio Alice. That woman there. Interesting that she would be present and like viewable from there. I figured she'd just be in her room. Can we access her room? I wonder if she was the lady singing. Hang on. Can I knock on the door?
The door is closed.
I knock.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside.
Ah. Okay. Maybe it's not that woman. I assumed it was. It's the lady from the beginning. Yeah, that's her room, is it not? Unless maybe that's the secret passage that goes to a stairwell that goes up? Dunno. When was there singing? The union guys over there said that a lady was on karaoke and the murder victim attempted to grope her, said, "Show me that cunt." And then they intervened and saved her. I asked if that was the same woman that was raped, and they said no. So I was wondering, I wanted to speak to her to rule her out and be like, were you here? Was that you? You know, the singing the karaoke?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
I try to push on the door.
The door does not budge.
I touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Leave. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Is that a knife? The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see right through them. Okay. Oh, sorry, we didn't inspect the walls over here. Anything interesting? Photos of men in overalls toting guns and union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Okay. Okay. So what now? Speak to the lady, the bookstore owner? Okay. Hello.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed?
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her.
Ugh.
This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Yes, quite defensive. Okay. About your daughter.
Oh, yes. How's my precious doing? She's a good girl.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labour.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Depends. How much do you pay the kid?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway?
Oh,
no,
fuck.
I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
So dark, this game. So she's being denied her childhood to stand there and fucking... And she's not even being paid for it. She's just a slave. Okay. In more developed countries, so rhetoric, this sort of thing is 2 felonies, child labour and slavery.
Those countries will realise they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
Fucking hell. Kim, give me the gun. There's so many people in this world that want to fucking shoot with a gun. Fuck.
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The lieutenant taps his foot. Okay.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
I need to get my gun back. Damn it. Alright. Shit. Okay, now the fuck. What the fuck do I do now? Oh no! Don't make me do this, chat. Don't make me do this. Are we really gonna go confront the racist? 1 minute. before I do you think either Rene or Gaston could identify the, hang on, the tattoos on the photograph?
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles.
So, Rene, for those unfamiliar, I haven't fully pieced it together yet, but I believe this gentleman fought on the side of the monarchy during the, during the communist revolution, I think it's either 40 or 50 years ago, probably 40 years ago. But so yes, over there on the roundabout, there's a statue of one of the old kings, and it's been done in such a way that so it was a king who was famous for essentially bankrupting the empire, it's a bit of a poor taste joke that in the ruins of Martinez they set up a statue venerating someone of such, someone who drained the coffers of this place, and also built the statue to make it look like it was getting hit by artillery, as in it's exploding. It looks cool as fuck, but seems very, very poor taste. Hang on. So I saw the statue of Philippe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III, on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, no.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
See, this is why, and I appreciate that this is a tangent, this is why you never, ever have national conscription. Mandatory, as in mandatory national conscription. This is the sort of attitude that it breeds. This idea that, well, in the case of the monarchy, emphasizing the importance of the monarchy and defending it and all that, and not being able to assess it as a form of government that is meant to serve the people. This guy fucking, we're talking about one of the worst kings in Revacholian history, and this guy's so blinded by his indoctrination, sees it as a superpower. Well, the good times, back when we were a superpower, feared and respected. Fuck, man. How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Fuck, man. Fucking hell. I disagree so hard. Seems to me like a leader should take care of his people before himself, or powerful leaders not afraid to do what must be done. No, a leader should take care of his people before himself.
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
Fuck. Okay.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
He's a fool. This guy's a fool. What was that? Sorry, what was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
Right.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revachol's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
He was a fucking drug addict.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fucking hell. So hang on. Such responsibility requires a boost every now and again? Well, that would be... Yeah, my detective is a drug addict too, seemingly, so... 2. Seems like irresponsible behavior for a monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery, much less rule countries.
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM... But I don't want to get into a debate about drug policies.
No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. My detective, of all people, is not really the one to be making this point. But yeah.
Right.
But if a king can't even govern his own addiction, how the fuck is he supposed to govern a nation?
Hey.
Psst. Rhetoric? Yes? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
What? 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 Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
What? That doesn't make any sense. Can I speak to logic, Rhetoric? I don't want to talk to you right now. Why are you... Sorry, what? Fuck. Hang on. Can't argue with that. Yes, we should all stop building love. Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. No, it hasn't. You're divorced. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true?
No. Where has this come from? It's a very weird, weird trigger for the. What the fuck? Where has this come from? No, get the fuck out of here. That was weird. That was really fucking weird. Communism. 42 million people died. Globally, of course, but like 2 million here. Fucking hell, what the fuck was that about? Okay. Ridiculous. So, now what? Let's go... Yeah, fuck, we're gonna go speak to the goddamn Nazi. Right. Chat's being weird on me. And, well, sorry, are you guys even vaguely supportive of the idea? It's crazy. It's craziness. Especially considering what's just happened. Sorry, no, consider Revishol's position. You think it's masters that... You think it's fucking rulers are just gonna roll over and let a second communist revolution happen? Fuck no. Especially now that Revishol's been divided up into segments. It's not as if it's an absolute monarch anymore. We can just chase off and then he becomes a venture capitalist. They'll just crack down. Okay. So, how the fuck are we going to get through this guy? We need to get to the button next to him. He's got the door button.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Oh yeah. What about this mug that we found? We've got a yellow mug with like a really racist caricature of like a someone from, where is it? Seoul, the insular of Seoul.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Do you know anything about it?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
Huh. Okay. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
But you're all part of the union.
The hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
There's more to it. What have you got against them? Oh, they rejected him, didn't they? I reckon that's the answer. They rejected him.
Fine.
Oh, no, maybe not.
They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
Who do you mean?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blub.
A possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and narcotics peddler. Obviously that's probably bollocks, because it's him. Okay, so he's blaming the presence of the woman, the 8th Hardy Boy.
Interesting.
Okay. 17% chance to knock him out to get to the button. Let's go over the funky race classifications again.
There is nothing funky about them. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, Type B, and the vile CF race called of pederasty. Which one do you need?
So, for those who have not been watching Disco Elysium, this guy featured about 40 minutes of a prior live stream about 5 or 6 days ago, and it was fascinating because what we've got here is an NPC who, from his portrait with splashed colours, an unclear origin, an unclear race, a made-up race, Seminoles. He is spouting all of this stuff about classes of race and their importance and what, you know, their sort of tiers, I suppose, and how other people, other races are sort of degrading because they're doing a whole bunch of sort of Flanderized stuff like wearing clogs, for example, during celebrations. It's Aryanism. The game has done something fun because it's dressed up Aryanism under the guise that we wouldn't typically see it in a video game, and with none of the symbolism. This gentleman here may as well be wearing an SS uniform with a swastika and a skull on the fucking thing, but because they haven't done that, you've got to listen to him talk and realize, oh wait, he's a Nazi. At one point, he's even extolling how the Seminoles they're going to take over all space. They're going to have their empire from the Holy Seminoles to the the plains of Katla or whatever it is, so the icy place. So yeah, of course they're not being subtle about it, but my point is more that it's fun seeing what the developers have done here because it's got none of the iconography that you would typically associate with the Nazis. You have to kind of listen carefully and be like, oh wait, it's Aryanism. Okay. What does Seminoles translate to in the real world? Aryan. So, Aryanism. It's just Aryanism. Right. Hang on. So let's discuss something else. So the problem I've got, folks, is that he wants me to get on board with his what he says advanced race theory in order to press the button and let me into the
I
dock.
cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
So what do I do in the game? How do I get past this point? Because I'll never succeed the role. And also, again, I keep mentioning this each time I come to this NPC, but I love how these ladies aren't even you can't even highlight them. They're not even people, because they're so empty-headed. They're so dumb that they don't understand that they're in the presence of someone spouting pseudoscience bullshit. Try it, I can always fail. Yeah, but he's just gonna kick my head in. Fine, fuck it. We're loading it. Hang on. Oh no, don't do the button. Hang on.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Physical instrument. Oh wait, hang on. I gotta get ready for this. Here we go. Physical instrument. So the shirt comes off. Right. Jacket comes off. Here we go. Tank top goes on. Gotta sort of warm up. There we go. Here we go. You ready?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Right. 28% chance to succeed. Here we go. I try to punch him. Oh no, it's gone wrong. Uh-oh.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Fuck you!
Your fist cracks in
shit.
his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No, I won't say anything.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still, you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Shit. That was a huge waste of skill points there. Hang on.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Fair.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
But I was trying to assert my dominance over him.
We're not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime.
Yes.
Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is.
Okay, well how are we going to get through the gate?
There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here.
Fine, I won't do it again.
Let's think of something else.
Ow. Fuck, okay. So presumably the game doesn't want me to get blocked here, because time can't advance, can it? Unless I'm in conversation. There must be another way. I don't know what to do. An extra point of savoir-faire and make the jump? Can't get through this at all. Shit. Read the ledger. What does it say? Smoker on the balcony. Yeah, we can't advance the time until we get there. Okay. Maybe I have to sit on the bench? Past time? Okay. Yeah, I've failed every way to get past it now, says the ramp. Yeah. I don't know. Bench needs you to not have Kim. Okay. Shit. I don't know. I think I'm a bit stuck. Oh, the ledger in my inventory, not the journal. Hang on. This thing. Damaged ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
I shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Yeah.
And something small inside. Light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps. Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Peek inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands. U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Interfacing, here we go. Crack it on the knee like Burke. Oh, yeah, we read a case file. It revealed that I beat a guy into a wheelchair when I was drunk or high on drugs. Okay. So because I know that, I can hit it on my knee. There we go.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know.
Okay. Wait, somehow I don't want to slide the drawer open. Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Oh. Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
2 octopuses smiling. 2 ticket stubs. Are they punched? Sorry, what? Fucking kill yourself, you arsehole. What the fuck is that? What's that about? Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Are these memories? Maybe. Open it up.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
Oh no.
A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting.
Do you reckon this is mementos? Mementos from, what's it from, yeah, his wife?
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
Keep reading.
Your hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Let's see. Was that a game over? Mental breakdown game over? Shit. What was that?
There is nothing. Again.
Wait, the game just restarted? Is this back at the beginning? Oh, okay. Strange.
Well, Almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
What do I do? Do I just quick load? Is this... Hang on. No? Just keep going? Okay.
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
Okay.
Is it? The world is gone. You are no longer reacting to outward stimuli, yet still.
A bitter caustic sense of loss remains. Even in the darkness, great sorrows slip in the water. Slimy.
Yes, that's the stuff. Have I gotten shitface again?
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Tell him. Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
It smelled so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Was that the ex-something? Yeah, it's his ex-wife, isn't it? Where is No. Yeah, ex-something.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where's Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
I lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
Yeah, Kim trying to wake me up.
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Dude dragged me all the way back to the car.
Drink. Water.
A drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
Let's see. So yeah, I passed out, didn't I? I full on passed out and entered like a fugue state with the smell of my now long left me love. Over a couple of tickets to the zoo and the apricot flavoured chewing gum. Yeah. I came into contact, so I should ask you the same. I was dehydrated, won't happen again. No, I came into contact with the burnt out ruins of my past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
What do you mean? It does sometimes happen?
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Jesus. I just nod.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Fuck. Okay. So our memory loss detective here picked up the scent of his happy time with his then girlfriend, I assume, later wife, which has now left him, and he fell unconscious as a result. Fuck. And he kept it. He kept it all those years inside the clipboard of so at all times. So, oh. Do you reckon that might be one of the reasons why he went crazy? On that case? Remember? Burke was his name. Burke attacked and tried to destroy the clipboard. Burke, in doing so, we were drunk or on drugs or something. Burke tried to destroy the keepsake mementos of his wife. That's why the detective went crazy and beat the crap out of Burke. It wasn't about the clipboard. It's about what was in the clipboard. And then he started crying. Yeah, you remember? Leslie, that was the other suspect, said that the officer came at us and then he started crying. Fuck. Yeah, the game is very, very fucking dark. Okay. Let's put our clothes back on. Fuck. Okay. So, looking at the time, folks, I'll probably leave it there because it's already half an hour to 10:30. But this stream, honestly, surprising. Quite a lot has happened. That we've solved the murder. Because, well, I won't go into spoilers for those who wish to play the game, of course, but we've solved the murder unexpectedly. I was expecting a sort of, I suppose, like a bit of a political grandstanding situation where the unionists would tell me about their perspective, but, well, they didn't. Instead, we talked about the murder, and I think, again, maybe I'm just reaching here, I think the 8th person was the lady that was raped, because the murder victim was a rapist, we've learned. And he attacked the lady, and the union guys, the Hardy Boys, one of them at least, was extremely defensive about bringing her up, as if to try and protect her. I think that she was there at the lynching. I also think she might have called in the murder, so like 4 days later. Guilt, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, we've still got more to investigate. We need to get into the port, find out if perhaps there is a woman in there wearing the shoes that would put her at the scene. I'm guessing that away from the other Hardy Boys, she's going to be much more open about exactly what happened. We also need to find my police badge somewhere. That's the only way that Joyce over there, the union negotiator, the corporate negotiator, is going to tell us who the fuck that murder victim even was. And at the end of the stream, I had a mental breakdown on smelling apricot bubblegum and seeing 2 tickets to a zoo. I'm guessing the first date with my wife. Okay. So thank you again for watching, everyone. I'm going to go wind down. Lulu's probably on the sofa in the other room, so I'm going to go find her and give her a good cuddle. Oh, look at these two. Yeah, okay. So you'll probably... Honestly, I'm enjoying this to the point that you can probably expect some weekend streams from me. So probably, yeah, you probably expect to see me on the weekend. But beyond that, I've got to try and get this bullshittery edited to the best of my ability. And maybe do some gardening as well. So, thank you again for being here. Thank you, Chipilius and Firestalk. Thank you, Firestalk. Thank you, MKDFH, Pierre, and Harry Lama. Thank you for your kindness, everybody. Right. Let me have a look and see. Are any of my clanmates doing anything you might fancy watching? Right. Not just clanmates, but other people as well. So my brother's on, Umlaut's on, Smeagol's on, Dinkle's on. Let me hand you over to Smeagol. So this is ZF Smeagol. I don't host him up that often. What's he doing? He's playing, what's this? Mafia 3. I'll leave you with him, and he can explain how what the game's about. Right. Thank you again, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely weekend.